What's good, guys? It's Joseph, and today got another video for you guys. This is gonna be like the first type of video like this that I've ever done before on my channel. I'm basically gonna be going through the Summer of Love project file because it's an edit that you guys love so much. I've got so much love on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys how I made it exactly. I'm not necessarily like a VFX breakdown, but I'm just gonna open up the project file and just like go through it, just like how you would if you bought it off my store. So I'm gonna try to have this like make it basically the same experience as if you were gonna buy it off my store, because I don't have any of the clips on it anymore and like the cinematics that I like recorded for it, and so I kind of just deleted those and kind of started from scratch. So like if you open the project file, it's gonna have a bunch of the music. All the clips are not going to be there, and so if you really wanted to, you could get you can just get like a random clip and go into the project file and just right click on one of the clips and basically replace footage with your own file, and it's going to replace it in the edit, and you can see what the effects are doing. But with this edit, I really didn't have that many effects, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like kind of just walk you through what my process was for editing. My opening scene, this is gonna be like my cinematic right here, and then I got my text. This is obviously gonna be a different font for you guys because you don't have the one I downloaded. I basically just went onto font and found some like decorative like 3D style font. So if I go into the title sequence right here, I made the whole title sequence in this short little comp right here. The animation comes in and then it goes out, and then it has the what's it called? This right here is a it's called, I guess it's called a Sam Colder effect. It makes the text kind of like, you can kind of see the distortion in it. And I'm not gonna like teach you how to do all of this. I'm just gonna like show you this, show you what I got going on here. If you want to, you can copy these settings, like pause the video or whatever, and put this on your text. Because if I went through and showed you how to do exactly everything, then this will be a very long video. But I'm just kind of just gonna go through the edit and just kind of show you what I was thinking about as I was doing it. And this is like, this video might do well, it might not. I just wanted to try something new. It's like if you go in here and press U, you can see my time remap and my opacity keyframes. So if I go to the graph editor here, you can see, change it to value graph. You can just kind of see what my process was for this cinematic, And you might be wondering why this looks like this. This is because in the original edit, you can see that the I can probably just pull it up. You can see my cinematic looks like it's going like backwards through my through my what's it called, through the map, and so the way I did that is I went here. Let me see if I can get it. Here we go. Okay, so if you look at the beginning right here, you can see that it's kind of backing its way up through the map. And obviously I didn't record it like that because like that's close to impossible to do. So what I actually did was I started right about here, and then I recorded myself going forward through the map. And then after that, I reversed those keyframes and made it as if it was going backwards, and that's pretty much how I did that. And it's nothing too complicated. You just got to think outside the box, like how am I supposed to do this, and just stuff like that. So, and then let's see. But like other than like the syncing and like the map like cinematic work, there's not really a lot of effects other than like some glows. So like right here, I have this adjustment, and this is like the most weird what's it called? Like, it's unorganized project file you've probably ever seen, but this is just like a little color effect. It's called BCC Mixed Colors, and I kind of just messed around with it. There's nothing really specific to this. You can mess around with this as yourself if you want, but if you want to see what it looks like, it's like literally like one of the first effects in the video. It's gonna be on like on the first shot, and it kind of just adds a little, you know, colorway into like the transition of the first edit. But like if you're watching it, like there's nothing more than just like cinematics, some nice glows, transitions, some screen pumps, and some sound effects, but nothing really to make it like over edited in any way like that. You can kind of see this, like my screen pumps, I do them all the same on the same adjustment layer. And then I actually have, I separate these layers. So I have this screen pump on the top, and it has my scale. And as it scales up, I have keyframes for it to go up in intensity and in contrast at the same time. And so that kind of just adds a little bit more to your screen pump. And then I also have shake. I add shake on every single one. So that's what makes it kind of go like back and forth a little bit, and it makes it a little bit more exciting instead of just like a linear screen pump for that. So I know I'm going way quick through all this stuff, but I'm just trying to get all of it down so you guys can understand like what I did for the edit. If there's anything you want me to go in depth on and make a new video on exactly how to do it, you know, just comment down below, excuse me. And I'll be more than willing to go through that. But I kind of just wanted to go through this project file as if you guys took it off of my store and went and you know, went through it yourself. But if you don't have the money, or if you don't want to buy it, I'm going to do it right here for you, so you can just go and see it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then, let's see, like right here, this is just a simple glow. And this is like, I used this same exact effect maybe like 4 or 5 times throughout this edit, or however many times it comes up. It's literally just glow, and then you just, you know, animate the opacity and stuff like that. So, and if you're interested in seeing how I synced things specifically, I'm going to just go ahead and press U on my keyboard, and you can see my time remap. I made a tutorial on time remap syncing, so if you want to go check that out, you can. But this is just like the raw, you know, syncing that I did, and you can kind of see what it looks like. I know some of you might not be interested in it, but like I'm always interested to see like what graph editors look like. Or like what the graph editor looks like on certain edits, but literally it's just like, you know, standard stuff. Nothing too fancy, you know. And literally you can make a clean edit like this, minimal effects, and have it do well. And so for this one, this specifically, it was the part of the video where he goes up and it's kind of like slowing down. And I wanted to add something to that because it just felt weird. So what I ended up doing is making a effect for black and white, and then not black and white, but I put leave color. And so the leave color, you just add, basically what it does, you add it to the clip, you pick a color to leave, and then it's going to leave that color only on the scene. And so the color I chose was the color of this little ball right here. And then I had to animate back on, and then we went back into like the regular stuff. And that's pretty much it. But yeah. And then for this, when you see the clip kind of like scale and then go down the opacity, it's literally just where is it? I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. You literally just duplicate the clip you want to do it with, and then cut the part off. And then what you do is you make keyframes for scale and opacity, and you start it off at, you know, 100%, and then you go 0% for opacity, and you just bump it up to like 250 or something for your scale. And then when you go into the graph editor here, you want to go to speed graph, and you want to make sure this left handle is dragged all the way to the left for both of them, for opacity and scale, and then this one on the right dragged all the way to the left. And you can play around with it if you want. But yeah, then there's that glow again, and then after that it's just syncing. This right here is the same effect from the beginning of the video, mixed colors, on top of some warp chroma from Sapphire to make it look a little bit more, to give it a little bit of extra kick to it. And if you want to copy those settings, you can. Same thing with the BCC Mixed Colors, but obviously just play around with them, it'll be fine. If you don't have them, it's fine. You can figure something else out. And then here comes that glow once more. And then another mixed colors. I tried to stay consistent. I didn't want to have a whole bunch of different effects going on, so I kind of just used the same thing. It seemed to work well. They all blended together. And then that's it. Literally, that's it. And then I added some fisheye, some warp fisheye to this, just a standard effect, you know. Then I added my logo coming on, and there you go. That's basically the gist of how I made this edit. Obviously, I try to make this as quick as possible because there is a lot going on here, and I kind of just wanted to go through it and talk about what I was thinking about through this edit. Basically, you know, what I wanted to have was just a clean edit you can enjoy and just watch, and not have, like, you know, a bunch of different effects like throwing you off. You know, just watch the clips, enjoy them for what they are, enjoy the cinematics and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed this, if you want me to make more videos like this for project files that I have, I can do that. I unfortunately don't have the clips for a lot of them, but some of them I do, and so you'll be able to see exactly what these look like. But, you know, going around with this little, like, you know, whatever, it seems to be okay because you can still see what's happening in the effect. So it's really nice that we have that. Other than that, if you guys want to see more of these, obviously let me know. But I guess we'll see how this video does. But if you have any questions, my DMs are open on Twitter at Joseph J. Ortiz on Twitter. It's gonna be in the description. Or you can just comment down below. I read all of them. I try to reply to most of them. But other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'm out. Peace.